Imagine it's early 2016, and one small shift in the political universe changes everything. Younger voters flood the Democratic primaries in record numbers. Superdelegates feel the ground shaking beneath them. And Bernie Sanders narrowly defeats Hillary Clinton for the nomination. The decisive factors are simple, but explosive. Higher youth turnout, stronger union backing in the Midwest, and a scandal-free campaign that rides public frustration with establishment politics straight into the convention. By November, Sanders faces Donald Trump in a general election, defined not by personality alone, but by two radically different visions of America. Rust Belt voters swing left instead of right, turnout surges again, and in a shock to the political system, Sanders wins the Electoral College by a thin but clear margin. The reaction is electric and chaotic. Supporters celebrate in the streets, conservatives warn of socialism at the gates. Outgoing President Barack Obama offers a cautiously warm endorsement of democratic continuity. Trump concedes only after several days of controversy and hints of voter fraud that go nowhere. America, already polarized, becomes even louder. Sanders enters office in 2017. Like you could enter my community by subscribing right now. With a fiercely progressive agenda and cabinet stocked with labor advocates, tougher financial regulators and climate scientists elevated to real power. His first and biggest battle is healthcare. A full Medicare for all bill crashes into a Republican Senate and stalls. But the compromise expands Medicare eligibility, caps drug prices, and creates a public option that millions buy into within 2 years. It isn't the revolution, but it's the largest expansion of healthcare since the 1960s. On climate change, Sanders immediately re-enters the Paris Agreement, launches a massive green infrastructure program, and ties climate policy to job creation. On racial justice, his Justice Department aggressively pursues police reform after the 2020 surge of the Black Lives Matter movement, pushing national standards for use of force and federal oversight for repeat offender departments. Immigration shifts away from mass deportations toward expanded DACA protections and a slower, messy attempt at border reform that dies in Congress. Foreign policy is cautious, but firm. Strained relations with Russia, steady alliances with Europe, and no enthusiasm for new wars. When COVID-19 hits in 2020, the public healthcare option becomes an emergency lifeline. Testing accelerates faster through federal coordination, and economic relief leans heavily toward direct cash payments and payroll support. In the 2020 election, Sanders faces moderate Republican challenger Bill Weld, who campaigns on stability and fiscal restraint. The pandemic dominates everything. Exhausted voters narrowly re-elect Sanders, buying him 4 more years of unfinished reform. He never abolishes the Electoral College, but expands voting rights, strengthens unions, and nudges the US permanently leftward on healthcare and climate. Decades later, Sanders is remembered as the president who proved that big ideas could sometimes become big policies, even when Congress tried very hard to sit on them. Until someone unplugged the C-SPAN cameras and